field bus, right? You have a little bit of a less room to play with because now you have to make these farther travels to say like down at Lucky Landing, even A's Cloak who's zipping in as well.
Alors le replay.
Shot by another player. He's run.
There's a four
because Colton secured the 7th limb. He needed one more to get 8.
Oh my, okay.
There's a 4-way tie, and it's all in the hands of AN2. And AN2, he's going to go ahead and get the campfire and med kit off. So he looks like he's going for the win. But if he's smart enough, after using the campfire, he'll drop down immediately and try to get a quick elim. Please go for the elim. He's going to get knocked down right now if he doesn't. Is he coming back down? Is he going down for it?
The stink bomb is huge.
He's going for the win. He's going for the win. He's not going to go for the elim. He's going for the win, and he's going to get the win.
He is going to get the win.
That is honestly, that's a smart move. It is a smart move. He tied. There's a 4-way tie. So 8 people will be splitting $25,000. That's
wow.
And he secures the win as well.
That is huge.
I think going for the win there was the smarter play in terms of placement. So it was smart of him. I wish he had gotten 8 elims, but
fun. So hoping to see coming out of the European scene, Cypher.
Well, there's a lot of really stacked teams, so we're gonna see some crazy plays, some good matchups. I'm interested to see how people use the floating loot lake. A lot of times people become very predictable. They start jumping up and down. When somebody jumps, there's only one way they can go. They can go down, and these players are experienced enough to land that.
C'est le début de la game. Hein. Comme vous le voyez ici. Comme vous le voyez là. C'est le début de la game, ils sont que 46.
Headshot on the jump.
Yeah.
Excusez-moi si
Now Beehive, he has the quarter rift, so if they need to get out of here, they can. There's also some rifts right outside, so it'll be interesting to see. I think both these teams right now are just kind of, they want to see what the other team wants to do. Are they going to fight? Are they going to, rotate out? They're playing it very, very safe, and that's just kind of how you have to go in the early game.
Yeah, Razor is definitely familiar with this type of territory. This is not a new place to him. He cracks Beehive, though. I really hope, like you're saying, man, I just use the boogie bombs. Chuck one out. At least then you have 3 left in reserves. You won't lose too much. Now it looks like he's going to get aggressive. You heard one of the boogies go off there. Yarrow making that rotation around. Beehive dropped low as well.
Razor's really weak right now.
Is he going to go down? He's so low.
He went down. It's a 1v2 right now. They haven't used the boogie bombs yet. I don't think they even can at this point.
Not fast enough. Yarrow and Beehive make quick work of the 2 there. And now Motel is theirs. Now, keep in mind, there wasn't really much healing around in general. So, unfortunately, Beehive is going to be having to deal with this small health pool for now. But like you talked about, man, they've got all these rifts here. They also have the rift to go as well. So they can make some rotations.
There's maybe a vending machine that could have shields or medkits available. You always got to remember the vending machines. A lot of people tend to forget them. But when you're left alone like that, you can farm and you could potentially get medkit or a shield or minis off of the vending machine. Retail Row, 2 teams here as well. They're both busy farming and collecting loot. Some good weapons on Pathway, the silenced epic assault rifle and the golden heavy sniper. So
that's what you just like start the game. You're just like, let me just find the most secret weapon and the strongest weapon all in one go.
Both sitting at 100 shields, both farming. They have a good amount of materials for the early game. There's a team. You can see there's a team rotating from the trucks. So we might see them collide here, or those guys might just back out.
Azrod, who are actually near that floating island like you talked about. And again, I mean, just look how many people are close by. Alliance taking Sif down below in Dusty Divot. We saw a team down south from them. This is the team inside the divot right now. I mean, look, there's even a duo within the actual divot itself, farming up materials, collecting loot. I'm actually kind of digging this circle. It's like, I would consider this like a safe circle. Not many people have to go that far to get into the safe zone, which is good.
Speaking of the circle, a lot of times teams who land in the center, they might be contested, but if they can either eliminate the teams that contest them or rotate away.
Ça farme toujours de ce côté. Voilà, vous voyez. Sa team.
You know, they still have enough time to farm, but then they also have to account for rotating into the circle and potentially getting into fights.
Il ne faut que ça reste comme ça. Ah, il aurait pu le récupérer. Une minigun, mais...
Does it eclipse one player as it's dropped low, but he is now down, and they are going to execute him for that elimination. That was actually super. He goes down. Az goes down. His teammate is up top.
C'est là que c'est. Ça va le tuer. Ah non. Friton, mais il a fait. Oh là là, mais regardez tout le loot qu'il a. Il en a profité comme un chien. Oh là là. Il a fait le bon choix. Ah, il fait un très bon choix.
Lucky landing, seeing some action. Now keep in mind, the storm is starting to move. We got a minute 30 before it overtakes this area. So they need to start making this disengage. Dalo and Dollar Games against Jules.
Il a fait un très très bon choix.
I mean, look, they got the porta fort. The mats are looking really great. 679 wood.
That's a really good first shot right there.
Jules not looking too pretty right now. He's gonna go down.
Allez, allez, allez. Ah, ça bug un petit peu là. En ce moment, Fortnite.
Down below. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Dollar Games is just keeping his
pouncing on him.
Je monte un petit peu le son.
Brock's there, Uncle Brock's. And now look, they just.
Oh, c'est vrai qu'il s'est coupé le bras.
Keep him down. They just have to keep him pinned down, keep him away from Jules.
Oh no.
But look,
the storm is already coming in. This is one of the downsides of landing near the edge of the map. Is if you get into these fights and they last too long, both you and the team that you were fighting.
On est 50-50 là du côté de Brock.
Now Brock could turn this whole
thing around. J'espère que je l'ai bien dit. Parlez. J'espère que je l'ai bien dit.
Even winning this fight, it's not really a true win for them because the storm, the lack of resources. So like these guys, luckily for him, he has a med kit, and maybe they have some that they acquired from eliminating those opponents, but. Now they got to rotate in the storm. Low on resources, low on materials. When you get into those early game fights, it's almost like you're trying to eliminate the opponents without using as many resources as possible. But if you don't use enough, you might lose the fight. So it's a bit of a mind game. Like, should I spend 500 resources here to try to eliminate these guys? Should I rotate away? And you try to win with as minimal, building as possible. But sometimes you build too little, you end up losing the fight.
Right, exactly. Now Black's is
here,
coming out of the
storm. C'est que je l'ai construit, mais...
Almost takes fall damage, but he's okay.
Ça ne fait pas de dégâts. Ouh, coup de pompe. Ça met un trap. On a entendu le trap. Ce coéquipier descend.
Yoshi. Look, Madsen is dropped super low, so down below.
Ils font un bon choix là.
Genside Madsen is like, I'm gonna med. Solary, Yoshi,
on est low là. On est mal là.
Right there to block him from entering. There is a trap here, I believe, so he's gonna be a little bit more cautious trying to get in there. I think
il est mort.
Yep, there you go. Both are eliminated. Poverty and Yoshi goes down. And now they get some more loot. Again, they're at the very edge of this circle.
Très bon plan du côté de...
Start making the rotation. You can see the little yellow diamonds up by Lazy Links.
J'arrive pas à dire le prénom. Je vais arrêter de les dire parce que...
Look, we're over here tilted. Look at tilted. You see those people flying across. Most of them are using the loot lake floating island, and they're getting in there. So there's going to be a lot of people. I mean, there's already a lot of people in that area, and that's the reason because of that, because of the loot lake island, people are using that to rotate. And there's more teams that are going to be rotating in right now, and I don't know if they realize how many people they're jumping into. Now, luckily, there's a lot of cover in Tilted Towers. But they got to be careful here. It's gonna get really tricky, especially if this next circle goes even further towards Snobby Shores. All those teams rotating out of there, it's gonna get messy. It's gonna be a lot of people going down.
Yeah, for sure. I think they should try and make rotations down by like 50. I mean, the assumption would be if you're going to make rotations, they're going to Tilted, right? So use the floating island vortex, get down by Shifty, and rotate around by Greasy. But Rabble here with Arnifex. Rift Raiders currently engaged in Pleasant Park. Boogie Bomb on the floor. He picks it up. They to get cracked for just a little bit now. Carnifex still okay. He's topped off. He's ready to go. They also have the med kit. Yep. But look, it's Mitro and his teammate Vilex.
It's a scary duo to be going against right now, and they've got him pinned inside here. They've got materials. They've got shields. And they're playing aggressive. Like at this point, they've already invested enough time with these guys. They want the elimination. They want the resources. You know, when you like, they're investing their time instead of looting or farming because they feel like they can eliminate these guys and whatever they have is now theirs.
Right, it's like worth it to them, right?
Yes. There we
go. Crabble going down. Carnifex
crawling towards the trap to try to get him. But these guys are smart enough. They're not going to walk into the trap. There's no way. It's a 1v2 situation right now.
What's interesting is they don't execute Crabble there. They're just leaving him up alive. They're kind of forcing his teammates to come and try and get him. There you go. He takes him down. And now they're sitting okay. We saw Mitro. He was low before, so he tops off with that med kit. And like you're talking about, man, to them, they feel like this whole engagement is worth it. It's valuable. If they can find Carnifex, that's 500 potential brick heading their way as well.
And they need it. At this point, they've already... They haven't wasted time, but in their mind, if they don't come out of this with the loot that these guys have, then it's been a waste.
Wow, Crabble. Mitro takes him down.
That was a good attempt. That was a good attempt coming in there with the pump. You really had to. When you're in a 1v2 situation like that, you just have to like risk it. You can't play too safe. You have to hope that you land your shot and potentially knock one of them out with a well-placed pump shotgun shot. So that was a good attempt.
Alors, c'est un Scar, c'est Tixi, mais on rate un petit peu que si. Hein. Kingstar, Tixi. Ok, regardez un petit peu.
But Mitro and Vilex, they're just
très bon stuff
du
côté de.
They're scary, man. Raid bosses indeed. Look at the top there. Tixi, Kingstar, 4 eliminations. So Cypher, they've got themselves a point on the board. It's pretty good. Now keep in mind, we still have plenty of players left in this match, so you got to think they're probably thinking about that most eliminations in a single match. They're probably been thinking about the likes of a Royale Flush. They're halfway there, just on Tixi by himself. And here's the thing: is obviously Kinstar doesn't have any eliminations, which tells me Kinstar is the shield up front. He's like, look, I'm gonna build, I'm gonna distract you. Tixi, you can run in, go full send, get the eliminations, my friend. Let's take a look at this replay from Dalo and Dollar Games. Oh, this was
the fight we fought earlier. Yeah, we watched earlier. You know, a lot of times when somebody has 0 limbs and their partner has a little bit more, it could just be that their partner is the finisher, right? You know, you could do a lot of damage
souvent, moi, je me mets un petit peu en retard quand il y a du replay comme ça.
Just like that.
Yeah, so it's not to say that, you know, Kinstar's not good because he doesn't have eliminations. It's just his teammate, Tixi, finds those, we'd say like the final blow, if you will, right?
Vous l'avez vu qu'il y avait
for all we know, Kinstar could have done the most damage. 99
damage,
balle de sniper.
This is a team game.
Perdu.
Right? The limbs is what matter. I'd be very interested to see where Kinstar and Tixi currently are on the map in terms of their positioning. Because if they are in near the tilted area, if they have the resources, they can get a lot more eliminations. And maybe be our first
Ils ont l'avantage.
You gotta wonder if that's going to be the case.
Side,
I mean, people like, here's the thing though, it's not even like the likes of Kinstar, who is an incredible player. We see him make it to top in every game. Mitro, still alive, still running around this game. He's a terror. Even the likes of someone like Rasmussen, another player in Atlantis, Kinzo, even Ghost is his duo partner. There's a lot of stacked duos here. And again, this is just game 1, right? This is just like that filler, that feel it out game, right? Yeah, people are just like, first game, just warm up, just see what happens.
Typically, game 1s are played a little bit slower. People want to just get the feel of it. Maybe get a point or two placed, make it to the final. There's a big influence on your confidence levels when you make it to the final 10 on your first game. You feel like, okay, we have what it takes to make it there. Let's keep doing that. But getting knocked out early on the first game, it can definitely drive your momentum down for the rest of the tournament. And a lot of these guys know that.
Ça doit pas être les meilleurs dans ce truc, du coup ils se cachent un petit peu. Après c'est très bien ce qu'ils font. C'est pas du tout débile de se cacher. Au contraire, c'est très bien de se cacher.
over to Tilted, though. Skosis and Dav. Man, again, take a look at the top right of the mini-map. Just look how many players are in close proximity of each other right now. This is going to be a battleground, all right?
Definitely.
Now, what's good?
On a vu une balle perdue là. Je
We're in
sais
the
pas si
same
vous
skin.
l'avez
Okay,
vu.
good. What's going to be tough here?
Je vais mettre le replay. Regardez.
Of each other right now. This is going to be a battleground. All right.
Definitely.
Now, what's good? Oh, I thought that scared me for a moment. We're in the same skin. Okay, good. What's going to be tough here, like you talked about a little bit, is just kind of navigating the space, right? We're kind of, a lot of these players have already made their way into the safe zone and they fortified. They're ready to go. They've picked their spot. But now it's on these other guys to make it through safely.
Yeah. And when it comes to rotating out of this, you need excess materials, you need launch pads, you need shockwave grenades. If you don't have that, then you're actively searching for teams to eliminate who potentially might have that, or get the resources that you need. A lot of times, people will play safe when they have the resources, but for example, right here, Evil has 380 metal. I don't know how many materials his partner has, but they're trying to get these limbs because they know that if they want to win, if they want to make it past this point on this next rotation, they need some more materials. And that's why they're playing very aggressive here, and they're going for the risk. And it's going to pay off. There's a chug jug, there's some materials. Great pressure from these guys. Holding the low ground, playing safe, shooting from the edited window, and now the materials are stacked. And they've got chug jugs, so now they have a better chance at potentially moving out of this area and going into the safe zone.
That's a great point. They've only got 45 seconds left to make.
The new safe zone.
They're already in the safe zone.
They're good to go. And that's a Kinstar call. I'm going to tell you right now. Kinstar is the guy that says, look, we need to make it to these safe zones. We're going to fortify it. We're going to show people that we're here. Because the thing is, as well, Kinstar built a very specific way. So when you see it, you're like, oh, that's Kinstar.
Nice little tunnel they have going on here. Replacing the enemy walls with their own.
De leur côté là, ils font un bon
Sharing the shields.
choix
It's
là.
good to communicate with your teammate. Make sure that you guys are both even when it comes to materials and shield count. And sometimes we'll want one person to hold more, especially if they have like
Voire même un très bon choix.
more prone to going down. But they
C'est ce que
both
je
are
fais.
healthy and they both.
On n'a toujours pas vu Kingstar et Tixi. J'espère qu'ils sont pas morts. Hein.
They can pull this off because.
Ça serait quand même bête pour eux.
I'm pretty sure. Are they on the push band?
Who are? DC and Kinstar. Let me take a
Ah, ça marche pas ça. Ah, dommage. Ok, voilà, ça se fait dégommer, hein. Ouh, ça tire. Vraiment des balles là qui partent.
If you look weak to the people around you, everyone will kind of have like a gentleman's agreement to start shooting at you. You want to look strong, you want to look like you have a lot of materials and that you can defend yourselves. Because now these guys are getting attacked with grenade launchers, but they're doing a good job of defending and putting walls up so people might stop shooting at them. But if at any moment you look like you're taking too much damage or that you're running low on resources because you're cycling through your materials, everyone around you is going to make it their job to try to take you out. Now right here, Paffy is
not looking good.
He's not looking good, and more people are going to potentially start shooting at them once they realize that.
That's such a great point, because like, even looking up just a little north, you see a player that's just med-kitting. No one's shooting at them at all.
Yeah.
Whereas Kinstar and Tixi, of course, everyone's like, hey, pile on these guys, make them use their masks, we'll shoot at each other. Don't shoot at us, shoot at them. Look at them, they're the threat.
62 players alive. By the time this next circle goes up that hill, part of it is up on the hill. I see that number going from 60 down to like, we're about to lose 40 potentially. This is a tough rotation. And most of the people on the map are away from the circle. And the people who are near the circle, they still might have to go up that hill. So,
Je pense que là, il faut pas
especially when the safe zone is like half encompassed in the storm.
yeah.
So you have a super small space to work in. I mean, look at it again. You see people on top of each other right now, and
des erreurs et qui peuvent
make their way
mourir
into that current safe zone.
bêtement.
That's a great point, though, Cypher. Look, this is gonna get really crazy really quickly.
And when it comes to these late game rotations, a lot of times you try to get away with, you know, rotating without using materials and you hope that people just let you buy.
Dommage, son coéquipier a placé un sol. Là où il tirait assurément, ça doit être rien.
Rotating without using that. All this loot right here.
Oh my. That's another player!
That's what he's trying to stack the loot. Oh, that did not go
well for it. Oh no, it was past me.
Porter Rift, that is so clutch.
C'est son bon shot.
Did he pick that up or did he have it with him?
Yeah, I believe he picked it up, and now they can make this clean rotation. And Mitro's like, look, I want to go in. I want to steal the high ground.
They need one more for another point. But like I said, that you need those resources to make those late game rotations, and that's why people play a little bit more aggressive, especially if they're low on resources. Keenstar is very weak right now, and him and TC are just running around, and they're hoping that they don't get shot. You see, they're not really. That's a great shot from TC. They're not really building because they want to see if they can get away with it. That's kind of the whole way. You're like, okay, please let me buy. Let me buy. Let me try to get it through here without spending too many materials. And if they can do that, that's great.
And that's a great point because you can utilize other players' builds to do that.
Yes.
But as you can see, they're onto it. They're like, hey, we see you guys. Nice try. And so now Tixi and Kinstar are in a bad spot, right? They have to sit here and fortify while everyone is just barraging them right now.
And if more people find out that Kinstar is down, there'll be more shots coming through here. But I think it's hectic enough for him to pick up Kinstar right now.
Over to Mitro and Villex, who are maintaining a nice little high ground here. I'm not even surprised, man. Mitro with 5 eliminations, just like you talked about. He's 1 away from getting 2 points on the board for his duo.
Did Mitro win last week?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, you mean like overall? Who was the winner?
Overall?
In Europe. Yes. I will get word on that because I'm not 100% certain. Let me get word.
I mean,
he did really well. Yeah.
2 minutes sur
very
20 personnes qui seront.
One of the most consistent European competitors I've ever watched.
They've got 6 eliminations. They're super close. And now look at the new safe zone. They've got to make their way back to the storm. What's interesting too is back over old builds, but Villex is down. And it's not looking great.
It's up to Mitro. He's not going to be able to pick up the
he just needs to go. Yeah, Villex is down.
He's got enough materials to try to make this work. And he's got the grappler, which is going to be really, really useful during this rotation. And you see, he's not even building anything right here. He's just using other people's builds and hoping he doesn't get focused. Looks like he wants to maintain the high ground, but maybe now that his partner's down, it might be a little too tough. Storm's closing in on them there, so he has to be careful. Keep moving.
There is a lot of players going down. We're down at 28. The new safe zone is going to start moving in 10 seconds. Cypher, it's almost time to go. And I am getting word Boyer won last week. Mitro, though, putting up those big numbers as well. So here we go, Cypher. It's time to start moving.
They're still alive. They've got 5. They've got 6, actually. 2 more eliminations.
Yep.
They'll get the extra point.
That's right, at 8.
Dit 2 minutes là, il y a même pas 1 minute qui est passée. Ils sont déjà 27.
In terms of placement, was it the top first place gets the 3 points?
Yep, victory odds were 3. Second and third were 2. Fourth and fifth are worth 1. So now they're probably shifting their mindset a little bit, right? They're like, okay, well, there's 30 of us. Could we play for top 5? Well, I don't know. There's still 30 of us.
There's still 30.
Yeah.
So we're talking 15, 16th place right here if you go down. There's hope. I guess some people are hoping that they just don't get noticed a little bit and that they're able to make it to the top 5. And then the people who are, maybe 1 or 2 limbs away from getting a point, they might be looking for that. Wild card moment in Alpha have that high ground.
I believe it's Solary Kinstar who takes down Mitro, and look at the kill feed light up. People are being eliminated left and right. Alliance Tumble takes down 2. So now they need 1 more Cypher. They are so close. They have the potential to get the Royale flush right now.
Mais là, ils sont assez bien partis.
Kinstar goes down though. He's currently knocked. Tixi is by himself, dude. And they've got 8 eliminations, Cypher.
Yes, they do. I would be very surprised if TC picks up Kinstar here. It's going to be the 2nd time, and he's running from the storm. No, I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Looks like it's going up the hill, so he will be going down here.
Yeah, it just needs to be Tixi. He needs to go by himself. He's got the double barrel.
Oh my goodness. 5 eliminations total. 8 from Tixi alone, and he's looking for more. There's 9. He's getting the double digits. Oh, the storm just stopped moving. There's 2 people on top of him. They know he's there. They can hear him breaking. He's got to be extra careful. He's going to replace these walls. He has enough materials, sort of, to
try to get this out, but the thing is, as soon as the storm starts closing, it's gonna be closing towards the center, and he won't be in the center. There's no way he can unless he tries to maneuver out of here.
Yeah, he's gotta go now.
But he's going up the hill. Oh my!
He could make it. It's gonna be really close. Double barrel down. He's gonna find it.
Oh, look at it!
Not enough, but TC Kids are landing 11 elims in the first game. We're down to final 8.
So hectic.
Énormément de personnes.
6 players left suddenly.
C'était 3.
I'm sorry, Penguin.
Penguin.
The duo of
Ça
Heisel and
commence vraiment à être
Tchaikovsky.
compliqué.
Oh, he's
8
got
limbs.
9.
Ils sont
Cypher,
4.
this is all going down. What just happened? We've gone down.
Ah ouais.
Cypher, what just happened?
Ils ont eu de la chance.
Game 2 coming right up.
Game 2. Here we
Voilà.
go. Ladies and
Ils ont eu
gentlemen,
quand même
it's
beaucoup de
time.
chance. Hein.
I
J'espère que la
just want to see more action. So everybody just run back everything you were doing
mettre un
here in
like.
game number 1. We just want to see all that
À la
again.
prochaine. Ciao, ciao.
But, man, you know what I'm hoping